I want to walk you through the empirical research on who actually commits child sexual abuse, because this is where the grooming panic stops being debatable and becomes a lie that contradicts every serious study that has ever been done. In 1994, Dr. Carol Jenny and colleagues at the University of Colorado published a study in the journal Pediatrics. They reviewed 352 child sexual abuse cases treated at a children's hospital in Denver. In the 269 cases where the perpetrator could be identified, 2 were gay or lesbian. 2 out of 269. That is less than 1%, which is actually lower than the estimated proportion of gay and lesbian people in the general population. The same study found that in 82% of the cases, the perpetrator was a heterosexual male partner of a close relative of the child. Dads, stepdads, mom's boyfriend, uncles. The abuser was almost always a straight man in a position of trust inside the family. Dr. Gene Abel, who conducted over 100 studies on sexual offending across 25 years, reported that over 90% of child sexual abuse is perpetrated by heterosexual identified individuals. Dr. Nicholas Groth, who wrote the foundational clinical text on child molesters, documented that only 21% of men who molested boys were exclusively homosexual in their adult sexual attractions. Nearly 80% were heterosexual. Most of them were married with children of their own. The American Psychological Association and the American Psychiatric Association have both issued statements confirming that sexual orientation is not a predictor of child sexual abuse. Every legitimate clinical researcher in this field has reached the same conclusion. From a criminology standpoint, the data is unambiguous. The person most likely to abuse a child is a heterosexual man inside that child's own family or immediate social network. Not a drag performer at a library, not a trans teacher, not a gay coach. A straight, married dad or stepdad. The grooming panic does not just lack evidence. It inverts the evidence. It redirects attention from the actual documented threat, which is heterosexual men inside the family, to a hypothetical threat, which is LGBTQ people outside the family who have a documented perpetration rate lower than their share of the general population. Part 4 is why this inversion matters politically and why it is happening now.